I'm in that's causing me to talk to you this way. But doubts and fears keep crowding in. My love won't keep you satisfied always. Can I be imagining your love is slowly withering with time? Or are these only crazy thoughts running down the back streets of my mind? How I long to hear you say, put those crazy thoughts away, hoping after hope that I will find. It's only imagination, over-dramatized fixation, crazy thoughts are running down the back streets of my mind. My faith in you is shattered by this hopeless insecurity I feel. I can't feel safe in your love while these thoughts keep telling me that it's not real. Maybe it would ease my mind to hear you say our love will never die. I'm so afraid when crazy thoughts start running down the back streets of my mind. Put those crazy thoughts away, hoping after hope that I will find. It's only imagination, over-dramatized fixation, crazy thoughts are running down the back streets of my mind. Are these only crazy thoughts are running down the back streets of my mind?
Out, another fool steps in. A woman's lies and alibis will drive a man to sin. Well, dear, I put my trust in you, but it was all in vain. Every time a fool steps out, another fool steps in. And darling, that crazy fool was me. It seems like only yesterday that I was in love with you, but you lied to me and ran around and broke my heart in two. I want so much to take you back, but it would be the same again. Every time a fool steps out, another fool steps in. And darling, that crazy fool was me. Life is just a mystery. It don't make sense at all. Just when you think you're doing fine, you take an awful fall. Now that's the way it's been with me. I try but lose again. Every time a fool steps out, another fool steps in, and darling, that crazy fool was me.
I call the old crowd over the moment you were gone. My first night here without you, couldn't stand to be alone. They laughed and danced a little, the old crowd's still the same. They're not my kind of people, but I'm so glad they came. I'll be alright until the party's over. I'll be okay until the night is gone. Their jokes are really funny, but I'm laughing just the same. They're not my kind of people, but I'm so glad they came. Well, I'm sure they will tell you that I lived it up last night. They'll say I was my old self. They're far from being right. I guess I really fooled them, for they said I hadn't changed. They're not my kind of people, but I'm so glad they came. I'll be alright until the party's over. I'll be okay until the night is gone. Their jokes are really funny, but I'm laughing just the same. They're not my kind of people, but I'm so glad they came. They're not my kind of people, but I'm so glad they came.
She's a friend, she's a lover, she's a woman, she's a wife. She's the answer to the prayers every lonely man dreams of. She's a temptress, she's a lady, she's the mother of my baby, and I thank the good Lord I'm the lucky man she loves. Sometimes I lie awake and watch her sleeping. I just wanna bust and the love drops fill my eyes. I wonder what she'd think if she woke up and caught me weeping, 'cause daddies and heroes ain't supposed to cry. You know the morning always seems to catch us laughing. We got the baby in the bed between us, safe and warm. I thank the good Lord above for all the good times that I'm having, wrapped up in my woman's loving arms. She's a friend, she's a lover, she's a woman, she's a wife. She's the answer to the prayers every lonely man dreams of. She's a temptress, she's a lady, she's the mother of my baby, and I thank the good Lord I'm the lucky man she loves. When the load gets a little bit heavy on my shoulders, I can't keep the pace and I need a place to hide. I run home to my own little world, take her in my arms and hold her. Soon I forget there's another world outside. She's a friend, she's a lover, she's a woman, she's a wife. She's the answer to the prayers every lonely man dreams of. She's a temptress, she's a lady, she's the mother of my baby. And I thank the good Lord I'm the lucky man she loves. She's a temptress, she's a lady, she's the mother of my baby. And I thank the good Lord I'm the lucky man she loves.
I just moved another stool down the bar, and I'll keep moving till I find me where you are. Though it's hard to see the door through all this wine, I'm coming home to you, one bar stool at a time. First I'll drown the pipe still hanging on, and drink by drink I'll see that I was wrong. For grudges disappear from drunken minds. I'm coming home to you, one bar stool at a time. Just one more glass of wine is all I need. Then I'll have enough nerve to turn the key. One stool to go with you on my mind. I'm coming home to you, one bar stool at a time. But first I'll drown the pipe still hanging on, and drink by drink I'll see that I was wrong. For grudges disappear from drunken minds. I'm coming home to you, one bar stool at a time. I'm coming home to you, one bar stool at a time.
These three close friends and I get together every night at the tavern at Broadway and First. Then we sit way in the back, me and Jim, Rose and Jack, where we silently work on my thirst. Jim Beam, Jack Daniels, and sweet Gypsy Rose, they're always wherever I go. They're the only friends I've got, and I'm proud I've got to know Jim Beam, Jack Daniels, and sweet Gypsy Rose. Real friends who understand, they don't resist my shaky hand. They sat and listened, and I never must insist. Gypsy Rose watches my eyes, and if she thinks I'm about to cry, she caresses my lips with her kiss. She'll be Jack Daniels and sweet Gypsy Rose. They're always wherever I go. They're the only friends I've got, and I'm proud I got to know Jim Beam, Jack Daniels, and sweet Gypsy Rose.
I just got time for a cup of joe. I like mine hot and black. I'm bobtailing home to old New York and can't wait till I get back. Yeah, in New York City, New York. Yeah, in New York City, New York. I just left Dayton in a cloud of smoke when the cops caught up to me. Turned out to be an old pal of mine from back home in NYC. Yeah, in New York City, New York. Yeah, in New York City, New York. There's girls aplenty in San Antonio, Georgia and Tennessee, but I'll fill my order where the skirts are shorter back home in NYC. Yeah, in New York City, New York. Yeah, in New York City, New York. Talk to my baby, so honey, don't wink at me. I know you're ready, but I gotta steady back home in NYC. Yeah, in New York City, New York. Yeah, in New York City, New York. There's hardly a town that I ain't seen. I got a lot of miles on me, and in my heart there's a burning till my wheels started turning back home to NYC. Yeah, to New York City, New York. Yeah, to New York City, New York. There's girls aplenty in San Antonio, Georgia and Tennessee, but I'll fill my order where the skirts are shorter back home in NYC. Yeah, in New York City, New York. 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 Yeah, in New York City, New
I'm reliving old memories of good times we had. Old familiar scenes before good love went bad. I can see her now, I'll just call her Jane, 'cause it hurts too much to remember her name. From one memory to another, I live from day to day, and with the help of wine, I can drive the hurt away. But when the wine is gone, the hurt's the same as before. From one memory to another, I relive them o'er and o'er. From one memory to another, I live from day to day, and with the help of wine, I can drive the hurt away. young, the hurt's the same as before. From one memory to another, I relive them o'er and o'er. From one memory to another, I relive them o'er and o'er.
The dance floor is empty, the people have all gone. I'm reliving old memories as I sit here alone. There's no one to talk to, no one to care, just two empty glasses and one empty chair. The bartender's leaving, he'll soon turn out the light. Then I'll go home to a lonely room, to another sleepless night. But I'll be back tomorrow, but I know you won't be there. Just me and my sorrow and one empty chair. I see her face in the dim candlelight. One empty chair across the table tonight. No more wine in the bottle, but nobody cares. Just two empty glasses and one empty chair. I see her face in the dim candlelight. One empty chair across the table tonight. No more wine in the bottle, but nobody cares. Just two empty glasses and one empty chair. Just two empty glasses and one empty chair.
When the last breath of life is gone from my body and my lips are as cold as the sea. When my friends gather round for my farewell party, won't you pretend you love me? There'll be flowers from those who cry when I go and leave you in this world alone. But I know you'll have fun at my farewell party. I know when I'm gone. Don't be mad at me for wanting to keep you till my life on this old world is through. You'll be free at the end of my farewell party, but I'll go away loving you. There'll be flowers from those who cry when I go and leave you in this world alone. But I know you'll have fun at my farewell party. I know you'll be glad when I'm gone.
I say I'm gonna leave you if you don't change your ways. I say I won't be here when you return. But every time my mind speaks up, my heart gets in the way. So another day I'll have to live and learn. But when it comes right down to leaving, I just can't walk away. I'm under your spell, and I'm forced to stay. I know I shouldn't hang around and love you like I do, but when it comes right down to leaving, I just can't walk out on you. Tongues lure you from me, so another night I'll be alone without your company. And every time I pack to leave, my heart tells me you'll change. So like a fool I'll wait right here for your return again. But when it comes right down to leaving, I just can't walk away. I'm under your spell, and I'm forced to stay.
love you like I do. But when it comes right down to leaving, I just can't walk out on you. But when it comes right down to leaving, I just can't walk out on you.
Outside's clear, not a cloud in the sky, but something happens when I walk by. The clouds come out and the sun goes down. Looks like it's raining, raining, raining all around. They're not raindrops, they're my teardrops, a river of tears that hasn't drowned one thought of you. It's not raining, that's hurt remaining. It may take a flood to wash away the memory of you. Your memory won't let me be. It's a roar of thunder that follows me. It's a lightning flash across my mind. Looks like it's raining, raining, raining one more time. They're not raindrops, they're my teardrops, a river of tears that hasn't drowned one thought of you. It's not raining, that's hurt remaining. It may take a flood to wash away the memory of you. It may take a flood to wash away the memory of you.
You can't get around to a mall, Jack, so listen to what I say. You can't get around to a mall, Jack, I found out the hard way. Now you can travel all over this big old world, hit the high places and the low, but there's so many pretty things your eyes can see that your arms just can't ever hold. But you know it's good for a man to dream sometimes, cause sometimes his dreams will come true. But the one that you're all hung up on, well, it's bound to destroy you. You can't get around to a mall, Jack, so listen to what I say. You can't get around to a mall, Jack, I found out the hard way. Now all these girls that you've been playing around with, well, you're just on their merry-go-round. But your summer years, they're gonna come on fast, and boy, they'll slow you down. But you could find yourself, just like me, in some dingy old room downtown, with a half-empty bottle and a wore-out bed, and another memory to drown. You can't get around to a mall, Jack, so listen to what I say. You can't get around to a mall, Jack, I found out the hard way. I know that you're bound to think it's strange that after all this time that I'd have the nerve to face you, son, much less try to change your mind. But the day I heard from your mama, boy, you know it rolled back a lot of years. But the things that she told me about you, Jack, just nearly brought me down to tears. You can't get around to a mall, Jack, so listen to what I say. You can't get around to 'em all, son. I found out the hard way.
Ashes to ashes and dust to dust. Did you ever stop and think what that meant? When a body's here, then a body's gone. Have you ever wondered where it went? When a body grows cold and it's laid in the ground, and the smell of death is still strong. Did you ever sit back and give it some thought and wonder where it's gone? There's a long black cloud hanging over your head. It nearly covers the sky. You'd better prepare to be on your way, my friend. You're going to die. Weeping and wailing and gnashing of teeth, you won't be able to hear. But don't you feel lonesome? You're not by yourself. Your friends will be joining you there. We're gonna take good care of you, man. I know you're gonna look swell, and you won't be needing that satin-filled coffin when they open the gates of hell. We're gonna take good care of you, man. I bet you're gonna look swell, and I'm gonna sit back and I'll laugh at you. When they swing open the gates of hell.